As you know, over the last couple of months, we have been talking about the significance of Sunnah and, of course, the efforts of Hadith scholars in, preserving the Sunnah. And I think only last week we started touching the core of the issue, where we made a special reference about the effort of Hadith scholars in categorizing a Hadith based on what? On some considerations. So who can remind us about that? We said that there is no such a question as how much, what are the categories of Hadith, or how can we divide Hadith? Anyone who does that, of course, you will have to throw the question back to him and ask him, what do you mean? Okay, so Hadith historically are divided based on considerations. So, for example, Hadiths were divided based on the number of transmitters in the chain, in the isnad, and of course some hadiths were divided based on what? Based on the defect or illa in the isnad, okay? And some are divided based on what? On the forgery. I mean, the lies detected in the chain. So our concern now, just to continue with what we started doing last week, we made a special reference to what? To Mutawatir. And what did we say is Mutawatir? Who can remind us quickly? Any hadith reported by a huge number of people in a way that it was practically impossible for them to connive on telling a lie, all of them simultaneously at the same time. So, of course, there is a condition for that. One of the conditions, of course, you might guess is what? There must be what? A huge number of people, a huge number of reporters. And of course, that number must be identical in all the chains, in all what? At all levels of the chain. So for example, of course, there is no specific number agreed upon. Okay, some people say how much? 10. Some people say 7. Okay, some people say 20. But at least that number, let it be 10, 20, 30, it has to be the same at all levels. Do you get that? So for example, if we agree that it is 10, then 10 people must report from 10 people, okay? From 10 people. So with this, what is the, any help, any assistance whatsoever? So with this we can understand that meeting this condition, 10 people from 10 people from 10 people, 10 from 10. Logically, meeting this condition is incredibly hard. I must say that that was why Imam As-Sayyuti, when he tried to gather all Mutawatir that meet all these conditions, he ended up getting how much? Only 110 ahadith altogether in Islam, because these conditions are not easy to meet. We get that. And in addition to that, we say the أن يكون مستند خبرهم الحس. That is the source of their narration must be related to it, to sense, like سمعت, that is I heard, or رأيت, I saw, I watched, not I was told. Nothing like نبئت, no. It has to be سمعت, because this is the highest level of veracity, we can say, or authenticity. But quickly, let's move on to this important classification of Mutawatir. Mutawatir basically can be divided into two. Okay? Into two. Mutawatir lafzi, this is very important, and what? And Mutawatir ma'nawi. Whenever you have lafzi, you have to have what? Ma'nawi. Mutawatir lafzi. Okay. And Mutawatir ma'nawi. Mutawatir lafzi. Who can guess? What does that mean? Mutawatir lafzi. Noor? What is mutawatir lafzi? Of course, from level, that is textual. Textual, okay? So mutawatir lafzi is what?
They all agreed on the same
Yeah.
text.
So all these numbers, let it be 10, 20, 30, all these people must all agree on the same text. That is, it is a hadith type of mutawatir in which all the transmitters unanimously, okay, reported same hadith using the same word. All transmitters of the hadith unanimously reported the same hadith using what? Same wording, okay? And of course conveying the same meaning without making words substantial, we can say, discrepancy, without having to make mistakes, okay? So for example, we have hadiths I can share with you now, like whoever invents a lie and attributes or ascribes this to me, فَلْيَتَبَوَّأْ مَقْعَدَهُ مِنَ النَّارِ, let him find his spots in the hellfire. What does that mean? This hadith is mutawatir. It is accepted as mutawatir lafzi. مَنْ كَذَبَ عَلَيَّ مُتَعَمِّدًا, whoever attributes lie to me intentionally, فَلْيَتَبَوَّأْ مَقْعَدَهُ مِنَ النَّارِ, let him find his spots in the hellfire. So this hadith, with this same wording, فَلْيَتَبَوَّأْ مَنْ كَذَبَ عَلَيَّ مُتَعَمِّدًا فَلْيَتَبَوَّأْ مَقْعَدَهُ مِنَ النَّارِ. Okay, this hadith was reported by some 74 companions from the Prophet. Imagine, 74 people, this is the Prophet. Sorry. 74 people reporting from him, 74 people altogether. And of course, don't forget, these 74 people conveyed the same hadith to their students. Do you get that? And each student conveyed the same hadith to his students. So finally, we will end up having how much? Too many people reporting the same hadith. So by this, historically, it was impossible for all these people to unite upon telling a lie. Do you get that? So this is a classic example of hadith mutawatir, lovely. All of these 74 people conveyed the same hadith, same meaning, same wording. All of them reported or transmitted the same hadith with this same wording, everything that is identical in essence. Do you get that? So, مَنْ كَذَبَ عَلَيَّ مُتَعَمِّدًا فَلْيَتَبَوَّأْ مَقْعَدَهُ مِنَ النَّارِ was reported by some 74 people. All of them conveyed the same hadith to his students, and the student also passed the same hadith to the same generation. Well, of course, since we have mutawatir lafzi and mutawatir ma'nawi, what does that mean? Who can guess? Farhana? Okay. Mutawatir ma'nawi, since we have lafzi, ma'nawi, from ma'na, yeah, the ma'na, only the meaning. Okay, so the type of hadith narrated by various people on the same subject, using words, different content, or we can say, or wording. It is a type of hadith reported by this huge amount of people, but words, using different wording, but of course conveying the same meaning. Well, we can have a very interesting example of this effect, like Prophet ﷺ was reported to have enjoined words his companion to observe sunnah. What is sunnah? Before, for example, Fajr prayer, sunnah, you know sunnah. And before Zuhr, and before Asr, and of course before Maghrib and before Isha. So, before Fajr, 2 rak'ah, before Asr, before Zuhr and Asr, 4 rak'ahs, it depends, sometimes 2 rak'ahs, okay? And before Maghrib, 2 rak'ah. Before Isha, 2 rak'ahs. Okay, these narrations that which enjoin Muslim to do that were reported by quite several people, we can say, but of course at various occasions using different meaning, different content, different words, but in essence the real message is the same. That is, Muslims are enjoined to do to observe sunnah before any obligatory prayer, we can say. So this goes to show that the overall message, we can say the message Prophet ﷺ intends to send was clear, that Muslims are enjoined collectively to do, as a people, to do rak'ats. It depends, 2, 4, it depends upon the narrations, but different wording. For example, at times he will say, صلوا قبل المغرب, صلوا قبل المغرب, or من صلى ركعتين قبل المغرب فله كذا. For example, anyone who observes 2 rak'ah before Maghrib, he has so reward. And yet you will find another Sahabi, another companion, doing what? Reporting the same hadith but different language. Okay, for example, ما من صلاة مكتوبة إلا وبين يديها ركعتان. The same meaning. There is no any prayer, any obligatory prayer, except of course you are enjoined to observe at least 2 rak'at before it. Do you get that? So this is just like saying observe 2 rak'at before Maghrib. Do you get that? So I think if this message is clear, we can quickly move, because we are just running out of time. So let's now move on to, well, let's try to have a recap. We say ahadith are what? Classified based on their origin into 2. Mutawatir and what? And ahad. So we now talk on mutawatir. Mutawatir is divided into 2. Mutawatir lafzi, mutawatir ma'nawi, and we give examples on that. It is misleading, sorry. So I'm just using the one that will help me. So now we have mutawatir, and now we have ahad. So what is ahad? Yeah. Sorry? Linguistically, ahad, any hadith reported by one person. But technically speaking, what does that mean in this context?
The number of the reported is less than the one in the
Yeah,
Mutawatir.
very good, very beautiful. So any hadith, at least that does not qualify to be what? Mutawatir. Any hadith that does not qualify to be mutawatir, any hadith in other reported by a number of people which did not reach that level of acceptance. Any hadith, for example, reported by 5 people, 4. We say 5? Did we say that? 5 people is at least the minimum level of mutawatir. Some people have that argument that at least 5. So any hadith reported, say, by 4, 3, 2, 1 is what? Is ahad. Any hadith reported by people, and of course, which do not qualify to be mutawatir. Well, remarkably though, there are still some subdivisions we can have under ahad. So ahad, yes, but when it comes to talking about on ahad, what remains is which type of ahad do you mean? So basically, we can say collectively we have how many ahad? 3 ahad. So we have gharib, sorry, I think we need a space. Okay, sorry. So here, let's repeat. Ahad is divided into 3. So now we have what? Gharib. So gharib, and of course we have aziz, and of course we have what? Mashhur. Mashhur. Yeah. So what is gharib? Any hadith reported by what? By one reporter. Yeah, at the beginning of the chain. Any hadith reported by one reporter at the beginning of the chain. Yeah. The term gharib, literally means strange, scarce. Okay. but technically speaking, it means any hadith reported by one reporter at the beginning of the chain or anywhere in the chain. Some people may wish to, extend the meaning beyond that, but at least a reporter in, at any level of the chain. Any hadith reported by one single reporter at any level. But to be more precise, hadith reported by what? A single reporter at the beginning. At the beginning. So, for example, one reporter at the beginning. So, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said something, and now Anas heard directly from him. Now Anas here. So Anas now pass it to, it doesn't matter, maybe to 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, it doesn't matter. What we need, just Anas, reporting it from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah. Let's take a practical example of that. السفر قطعة من العذاب. السفر قطعة من العذاب. What does that mean? السفر, that is journey, is what? It's a piece of punishment. It's another way of punishing you. Do you get that? But of course, we have to acknowledge that one of the most important or interesting aspect of traveling is what? Is to enjoy the scenery and have a new outlook, exposure to new world, and of course it also provides an insight or a wonderful opportunity which you will otherwise not have the chance to consider. This is a very interesting thing about traveling, but yet it is still قطعة من العذاب, because all of you, I guess, you are homesick. Homesick? No, your family here. Homesick. You know, homesick. Of course. So this is part of journey, and of course, what I would say, because you are here to learn, and learning necessarily entails what? Pushing you to travel, and traveling is just part of that journey. Do you get that? So, so Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "As-safar qit'atun min al-adab." This hadith was initially reported by one reporter, Malik. Okay, I told you that it may be one reporter from one reporter from one reporter, or just one reporter at the beginning, and now it doesn't matter to whom he passed the knowledge. So, for example, this one was reported by Malik. Okay, I think we need a place. I think you don't have to. Just sit down, no problem. Malik. Yahya. Correct? And who? Yahya bin Abi Saleh from. Okay. From Abu Hurairah. I took it other way around. Then Prophet. So Prophet passed the hadith to Abu Hurairah. Abu Hurairah, Yahya, or we can say Abu Hurairah heard the hadith directly from the Prophet. Yahya from Abu Hurairah. Malik from him. So we can see that at each level we found how many reporters? 1. So no problem. Abu Hurairah reported from the Prophet, and here it doesn't matter, maybe 2 or 3 people here, no problem. You just need one person from the beginning. Then next, we have Aziz. We have what? Aziz, this one. And maybe you can guess what is Aziz?
2.
Yeah, of course. Any hadith reported by 2 reporters from the, precisely, they say at any level of the isnad, but to be more specific, at the beginning of the chain. Okay? Any hadith reported by only by only 2, or transmitted by only 2 people at the beginning of the chain. A classic example of this is لا يؤمن أحدكم لا يؤمن أحدكم. Okay, first 2 reporters. at the beginning. Two reported at the beginning. Okay. So, لا يؤمن أحدكم. No one. Example. No one among you is truly a believer. Is truly or is fully a believer. Truly or fully a believer. Okay, let's say truly. What does that mean? What do we say? Unless, of course, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I became more beloved to him than his